motherfucking loud spot.
All right, I did the short intro, so we're gonna do the long
drops. P1E goes hard till it pops. Cannonball, don't trust the cop. Johnny Spotswood just don't know when to stop. Yeah, and if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the snooty box, cause this is the loud spot.
Okay, see you later. What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Sam, stepping in for Sebastian tonight because he is out on the road somewhere. Sebastian, I hope you don't get in a car accident. That's all I got to ask. Tonight, we have True Villains with us. What's up, guys?
Hey. Yo, thanks for having us.
And then, of course, we have our wonderful co-host, Ava Gore.
What's up?
This way. I always forget which way it is. So, guys, real quick, you guys are from Nashville, Tennessee, which we were just there. Yeah. You guys are also just at the Rock and Pod too. Like you said, avoiding us on the other side of the bar.
How was it?
I thought it was fun. I just honestly went there for an interview podcast, and then just saw a bunch of like local other people that we're friends with. So stuck around for a little bit and chatted with people.
So how long have you guys been a band currently in Nashville?
With this lineup, what was it?
Yeah.
Like 2018, 2017? Since 2017.
How did you guys meet?
Well, all kind of different stories. I met Tim in Los Angeles when we were going to school. And then we both moved out here to pursue like playing for, different artists. And then we got to the point where we wanted to do our own thing, and so we formed True Villains, and then we met Greg from the kind of just the circles that we had here in town, and Barry, and then we met Bo on Craigslist. So
Craigslist.
I've heard that a lot.
Yep, that's how Ava met her best friend. Is she?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it.
It's what happens when you're super lonely.
Yeah, I don't get on Craigslist, so if I do, I don't know what I'm on there for. Maybe shopping for a car or something like that. Maybe
sure.
Maybe a musical instrument I can't use or something like that. So I noticed you guys before COVID hit, you guys actually started hitting the ground running, started to opening for bands like Steel Panther. You guys did a couple of gigs out on the East Coast with those guys in May. And then let's see, you guys did, of course, in Nashville, you guys opened for a couple other bands and stuff like that. What is it looking like this year for you guys? I noticed there hasn't been really too much anything since July, other than just local shows. Everyone point you.
Later this month, we're gonna go on the road with Buck Cherry.
Next week.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah, next week. Yeah,
next week.
So we're excited about that. But as far as it's been difficult, as you know, to book original shows because the original venues, it's their prerogative whether or not they want to allow bands to come and play, and so that part's been a challenge for sure.
Yeah, and I can tell you, it's I've never had this hard booking artists as I did because one of the venues or people that you're getting used to booking with, they're gone, or the venue's gone, or it's been overloaded with talent coming in, booking talent almost every night of the week, and you're like, dude, it's a Tuesday night. What the heck? You always have Tuesday nights open, but same Nashville alone, you guys that's almost. That and Austin are two lockout cities. It seems like if you want a weekend gig, it ain't happening. So, now also I noticed that you guys you guys work with producer Nick Say that last name again.
Rascal.
Rascalin. So Grammy Award winning, isn't he? I think he's had a couple.
Multiple. Like what?
Multiple.
He's done some cool stuff.
I think it's 16 Grammys. Right?
16.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So and they're all for Katy Perry, though, guys. Don't worry about it. That's all right. So, how's working with him? And how is he developing helping you guys develop the sound a little bit more? What are his kind of styles when you guys go in there?
I feel like one of his first things that he said is he wanted to make us, like, when other people listen to us, he wanted them to be surprised that we were a band from Nashville. Like, wanted to take away any sound that was kind of like Southern rockish or anything.
Okay.
Where people would be amazed when they like heard our music and they're like, yeah, this band's in Nashville.
So he didn't try to make you like hip hop or rap or anything like that? That probably would have done it.
I mean, he tried, but we resisted.
You resisted.
Are you guys signed by a label? And is that how you got introduced, or is it some other way?
No,
Some other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. We had a mutual friend that works at CSAC?
CSAC, a performing rights organization in town. And he's buds with Nick, and he was E.T. is his name. He's been friends with us for years, and he invited Nick out to a show, and Nick liked it enough to approach us about working with us, which is, as far as we understand, a very rare thing for him to do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. That's cool. Have you guys? Where do you guys usually record there in Nashville? Like the Sound Emporium or somewhere like that?
Oh, we've done stuff there. That place is cool.
That's the only place that I keep going back to because I know the layout so well and it's so easy to get to for me that's where I go to. And other people are like, no, there's better ones. I was like, yeah, but T-Bone owns this one. So
Cool. Nick has his own studio. So we were actually the last session in his old studio when we recorded in December of 2019. And we were maybe the first or second session in his new studio when we recorded in 2020. So those were cool experiences.
I had the last one.
We were the very last session at his old studio.
Literally
he was moving out while we were recording both.
Yeah, well, the day after, it was like, okay, that's a wrap. It was like the
console
comes in and the console starts coming out. And it's like, wow, I'm really coming down to the wire here.
Did you guys start to get a little scared going, wait, did he just take our money and he's running? He's not ever going to get done?
Didn't think about that.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of like, well, hopefully we can get good sounding tracks because he's got to be out of the building.
It was also like a lot of pressure to get good takes because if we just didn't get good takes, then we just wouldn't have a song. Because he was like, well, that's it. When the day's up, there's nothing more I can do, guys.
I got to be out.
Like, no, guys, that was perfect. That was a great take. And then you're like, dude, I was the one performing. I didn't like it. Can we do another one? They're like, no, I got to be out of here at midnight. Sorry. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. We'll fix it in post. Don't worry, guys. We'll fix it in post. We'll throw some room. Now, Bo, you was this the first band you fronted, or is this a band that was the first time you fronted, or have you fronted other bands before this?
No, I've been like doing the frontman thing probably since I was like 17.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of started out doing it more comfortably though, like playing guitar and fronting, and then had moved on to many other bands after that. Like I started initially with cover bands, and then kind of did 2 original bands, and this is probably actually only my third go round.
Well, he's
like
only 18, band. So he's only been doing it for like.
That's right. He's only 19 years old, so yeah.
I'm 12.
Yep. He's got his Jesus look, right? Like we just established.
It's the 18-year-old.
That's right. If so, oh man, it ain't gonna work out when you hit 30. All I gotta say. Now, Matt, what about you? Is this one of? I'm assuming you probably, because you guys are pretty much seasoned musicians, and especially I don't know if there's that many people in Nashville that are not seasoned musicians.
Oh yeah, your barista, your dentist, like everybody plays an instrument here, which is awesome. But no, I've definitely been in a plethora of other musical projects spanning from like extreme death metal to, I've been in like pop bands. I used to play for country artists and then landed here, and I definitely feel like this is like what I've always wanted to do as far as like the type of band I want to be in, like heavy but still catchy. I think
now, do you guys know what Jason Hartman says, or says Mike Moon? What is that about? Mike Moon. I have no idea what that is about.
He's probably saying one of the three of us look like somebody named Mike.
Oh, okay. So we don't know. And then, of course, Sharon Wildahl says True Villains, rob a bank too. So I have no. You got to forgive her every once in a while.
These are inside jokes, apparently, and none of us are on the inside of them.
Yeah, on your phone. That's the problem with using the phone. You got to click a little icon up in the top to see comments that come in. But if not,
I saw those.
Okay.
Too.
Okay. Now the first song we got the only song we got from you guys because we only play one is your guys' newest song, Dig Your Grave. Tell us a little bit about that. Like, how did that song start to develop, or was it something that came out of the producer or you guys or something like that?
Yeah, we had that one pretty much written aside from the pretty heavy breakdown section in the middle. That was a Nick Raskulinecz.
There was like a more traditional rock guitar solo section, and he was like, "Get that shit out of here!
Get that fucking out of here! We're not doing that." And you're like, "No, we wanted to go country." All right, so real quick, we're gonna play the song. The song is called "Dig Your Grave" by True Villains.
I've never seen the video.
Bed now lying there. You dug your grave now dying there. You reach for me to pull you up when you give up to me. Suddenly I can set you free now. What I really wanna say is you've only got yourself to blame. Nothing left for me to say. If you go too deep, dig your own grave. 6 feet down, you feel just like here. You talk so much that you use up all the air. Well, I've had enough. I'm off the cuff. There's nothing left to lose. Just save your breath. Lay us to rest. I'm not your fool. You reach for me to pull you up when you give up to me. Suddenly I can set you free now. What I really wanna say is you've only got yourself to blame. Nothing left for me to say. If you go too deep, you'll dig your own grave. You make your bed now, lying there. You dug your grave now, dying there. You reach for me to pull you
Awesome.
It's kind of hard to do it all by myself now. Jesus. I'm usually the guy pushing the buttons. Sebastian's usually the guy. So,
do you guys usually hire like a third party to come up with the idea of your music videos, or do you guys do it yourself?
That was kind of a concept that I had come up with because I'm super into like horror movies.
Awesome.
And so I wanted like that like Reaper figure, and then also like at the gravesite with the mirror, the whole it's probably obvious, but like looking into the mirror, you kind of realize like I'm the person that did this to myself type thing, which is the concept of the song. It's like sometimes we get in situations that we put ourselves in and we can't, be mad at other people for that.
Cool. Yeah.
Now Matt, what was that mean? What was that, Ava? She's like, all right, cool. Okay. Did that hit a little? Did that hit a little too deep for you? And you're like,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Great. I got to look in the mirror on this shit. All right, great.
I thought it was about digging holes.
Yeah, I thought it was about digging holes.
Yeah, honestly, we were hoping to pitch it to Holes too, but I think
but it never worked. Shia LaBeouf is too old now.
Yeah, he got canceled after whatever that thing that he did. So Holes 2 is no longer in production.
Yeah, so now
that's right. So we had a couple of comments on there. Obviously, Sharon, Hook City, Grove It Hard. I think she meant Groove It Hard. That's what I mean. And of course, Milton Angelo Cosme Jr. says good. You guys were looking at those as we go along. So now we know you guys are heading out with Buck Cherry, and did you guys end up? Do you guys have a team that works with you, a management team, like a booking agent or a manager of some kind, or is this just all through your producer contacts, or was it like 2 cheeseburgers and a black and mild, and then you got hooked up with that?
Hey, that sounds like a killer deal.
If the cheeseburger thing works, I'd take it.
Yeah.
I've been suckered for a lot less. I can tell you that. So
that's a conversation for another time.
Sharon says hole shapes. No. Sharon, it's holes. Forget it. Never mind. You know what? Just look up Holes with Shia LaBeouf. I forget the other actor's name, and that's the only one I remember. So now you guys, so after Buck Cherry, has there been anything else put on the table? Is there a new album coming out? More singles coming out? Obviously, you guys said you guys just saw that video for the first time. And
he's just
okay. I was like... It was, what? There's times that I've just said, "Oh shit, I forgot to look at that video when we put it out there," and I was the one that helped put that whole deal together. So yeah, I thought you were actually serious about that.
No, that's good.
We're never serious about anything.
Yeah,
that's there's
I guess Samantha didn't tell you that.
Yeah.
No.
So do you guys have any future plans or aspirations?
Hopefully get back in the studio with Nick by the end of the year. We have some new material we're going to record and hopefully build towards an EP or maybe eventually an LP, but we don't have like anything specific full length. Like we don't have a timeline or a clear plan. We just want to get back in the studio and
the road more.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are starting to peel back just a second, especially the bands that probably are starting a little bit later to tour, going, okay, wait, is it going to happen again? What are we going to do? Because Nashville's not too much of a problem, but then, of course, California and stuff like that. I know I'm talking to my team. Sam, tell me about the podcast venue. What podcast venue? It was a convention. It was a convention, Sharon. It was Rockin' Pod. You'll see it here. You'll see it Friday. Don't worry about it. But a lot of people are starting to peel back because of the whole Delta variant and stuff like that. Are you guys a little bit worried? Or now, of course, when you already got something booked, you can be rescheduled. So, but are you guys worried about any of that kind of stuff?
Well, it just makes it uncertain, so we don't really have a plan just because the world's kind of in limbo right now. So it's hard to make plans when there's no certainty on the horizon.
Yeah, and I think I keep telling everyone, if you haven't made plan, if there wasn't already stuff in plan for the next, August, September, October, November, And of course, you guys can drive down south because you're not very far to hit the southern cities.
Yeah.
But I always just tell people, just work on spring, because I have a feel. My gut tells me one thing. And of course, the talks are someone will step in somewhere and be like, no, we got to shut this down again. And it's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. I don't think that's going to happen too much. All right. So real quick, guys, where can guys find your guys' music online, and where can, what kind of website do you guys have? Probably is your catch-all.
And do you have merchandise?
Yeah, everything is True Villains Nashville for the most part on Instagram, Facebook. Our website is just True Villains Nashville, and then there's a link there for merch and.
Which, by the way, we did a really good job of letting people know that we're not from Nashville.
Absolutely. Hey. It's a lot. So you want to say you're not from Nashville, but at the same time, you have to be from somewhere. Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting down in New Orleans. I'm from Arizona. Next month, I'll be in Los Angeles, and then of course, a couple months from that, I'll be in Italy. So I don't have a home.
We love New Orleans.
Yeah,
we had a crazy time there when we played there last.
Where did you guys play down here?
The Fillmore,
the casino.
Yeah, the Fillmore in Harris. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Would you say that's one of your favorite shows, or do you have other shows that stand out?
That's one of my.
One of us ended up in the ER. Like, I got lost.
Yeah, I got a whole Ziploc bag full of glitter poured on top of my head by some like incoherent drunk guy. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was gonna say, I thought he was gonna by some incoherent drag queen. It's like, where were you guys at? Please let us know so we can go there.
Yeah.
Typical New Orleans.
What happened to you in New Orleans?
Yeah,
Do you
it hasn't happened yet.
Do you have a least favorite show?
I mean, we've had some where, like, just the local crew is like so not willing to like help. And it's like, do you guys like not want to be here? In which case, like, maybe you should
find another
source of income if you're not enjoying being.
What is that? Firestone Arena? Is that your guys' where the
Bridgestone?
Bridgestone. I had a bad experience there at Bridgestone, and it was the local hands that were usually not so flavorful. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. But it really affects your headspace, because it's like, man, like, isn't this supposed to be fun?
Right. Yeah. Right? We're trying to entertain people and put on a good show and be like excited and energetic and happy about being alive and stuff.
But you're just trying to crush it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so lame.
I mean, we don't want to call out specific venues, but there have been a couple of shows that stand out.
But his name was John.
Yeah.
And he worked at freaking New York.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we guys appreciate you guys coming on. I know it was we didn't know with your PR person Samantha if we were going to be able to do this. We know it was going to probably be late, but I appreciate you guys coming on. So, guys, check out these guys, True Villains. You can find them at TrueVillainNashville.com, if I'm not mistaken. Catch them on the road with Buck Cherry coming up here shortly. Eventually, those dates will start popping up. Popping up here, guys. Stay on for a little while as we play our intro and our outro. Yeah, we don't want to play our intro. We just did that. I hit the wrong one too.
That was a practice run. This whole thing was a practice run.
That's right. We're gonna come back and do it live. But we're all gonna do shots first before we start. So, anyways. All right, guys, and don't forget to catch this week's show tomorrow. Sebastian will be back on, which will be recorded for next. There won't be any show because we already have Friday's show with Saving Abel, but we'll be live again on Wednesday with I forget who it is. Then again, like he remembers who it is. Ava, any last parting words?
I feel like I have a question, but it would have like a long answer at the end. So like,
oh, okay,
it's okay.
You want to? Okay. What's your favorite part about being a musician? Each and every one of you.
The chicks for sure.
Yeah. He was gonna say pussy. Pussy. Gotta have that pussy.
That's not it at all. Girls in Nashville do not care about musicians. I mean,
they're like, you're a keyboardist? Ooh, let me drop these
How
pennies.
cliche.
Yeah. I got a question for a keyboardist, because that I do have this. What happens if the song doesn't call for keys? What do you do?
I just go fuck myself, I guess.
Yeah. Because
I find a way to like supplement a riff or to add atmosphere, and I don't ever try to force something. It's more just about kind of being a part of the rhythm section. And there are keys in all of our songs. None of them are keys driven, but a lot of times, like, I'm doing something on a synth that is playing the riff, or doing something like behind a vocal, to where you won't listen to it and be like, oh man, there's a bunch of keyboards in there, but actually do you ever just want to take your set like the old screamo bands of the early 2000s and just rock them back and forth, which I never understood, because I was like, you better have that thing strapped in pretty damn good, because if it's not I'd like to I get intimate and violent and down with my gear, but because we're a rock band, so I have to match the energy of everyone else. And
that's right, because drummer's beating the shit out of his set back there to see if he can beat the shit. And Dave Grohl just said that. It's like, dude, all I wanted to do was just beat the shit out of my drums every night of the week, and that's it. Yeah, it's like, did you have money for heads? Because you can't beat them too much.
Right.
You're going to be changing heads out every 2 nights. So,
How many drumsticks do you break?
Opening band's drums.
the opening band, or just the house set. The house set, especially.
Ben Folds would throw his drum stool from 15 feet away from the grand piano as hard as he could, like right at the key bed, every night on tours, and he figured that out. So,
Yeah, I've never caught him in concert, so that probably would have got my attention. Either that, or if it slid off stage and hit somebody, would have caught my attention a lot more. Did the guys freeze up? Oh, okay, we're back. We lost all each other. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you guys coming on. Again, don't forget to head over to YouTube and subscribe. We need more subscribers on that bad boy. And don't forget to check out True Villains. They have a YouTube page as well. I'm pretty sure it's True Villains Nashville. So yeah, we'll see you guys next Wednesday, and hopefully Sebastian will be back. And I'm not gonna say his stupid catch line. Peace out, rock on, and much love. I'll say love, peace, chicken grease, or something like that. We'll see you guys later.
Laugh and love and leave.
or like Martin, you ain't got to leave, but you got to get the hell up out of here. We'll see you guys later.
No. Let's stop.
Right. Can we keep this going?
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Just nothing short of tragic, have us back again. Does everything that's good really have to end? A pin post has to pin show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the like and share button.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube and subscribe.
If you want to listen to our audio and pick up some cool merch, go to www.theloudspot.net. Peace out, rock on, much love.